It's so many technical difficulties today. Like, is Mercury in haterade again? Like, what is going on? Hey beauties, welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Get your bags, girlies, because today we are going shopping at Ulta. Everything that I'm using in this video today, you can find at Ulta Beauty. This is not a sponsored video. However, I do have an Ulta Beauty storefront that I'm going to link in the description box. And everything that I'm using in this video today, you can find under one link. I truly appreciate y'all supporting my links as per usual. So we're just going to play around in some makeup that I have in my collection. I only have one thing new, and that's some lip gloss. Everything else I've had, you've probably seen me use it a few times. So this is not new makeup, but it's just all the things that I shop and that you can shop at Ulta. So if you want to see how I got this look, I hope that you will keep watching. I think it turned out really pretty. We had a little technical difficulties in this video, as you'll see, but we're gonna keep it rolling. It's cool. If you're new here, hey, my name is Lydia Marie. I mainly make beauty content for women over 40, but everybody here is welcome. Consider hitting that subscribe button and join the beauty family, as so many new people have. So hey to my new subscribers, hey to those of you who keep coming back time after time, you know I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get into this very pretty makeup look using all products from Ulta. So to prime my face, I use the rest of my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is empty. I just use the rest of it. And then I think I want to use the NARS Light Reflecting. Yeah, I'm going to use the NARS Light Reflecting as my primer. And we're just going to use that. The foundation I'm using is medium to full coverage. But this is going to give me a nice radiant glow underneath the makeup, even though I'm not using my NARS. And I'm just going to use this as my primer. And I'm going to let this sit on my face for a good 1 to 2 minutes, and then we'll go into foundation. I'm going to start on my brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. This is the mini one. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I recently got this, and I like that it has the comb on there. And can you see that? The comb and the spoolie is kind of flat. So I'm going to use this to just kind of fill in my brows. This is not going to be a glam, glittery type of look. It's just going to be nice, something low-key. Maybe something to match my shirt and stuff like that. So I'm going to go in with the ABH Brow Freeze. And I'm just kind of going to comb my brows up a little bit. And then after I do my foundation, I'll fill them in a little bit more. For foundation and concealer, we're going to be using a mix of Dior, the Dior foundation, and the Dior concealer, as well as a little bit of this Pat McGrath for some color correction. So let's go ahead and get into that. And I say Pat McGrath for color correction because this is a full coverage concealer, but it has a little peach and yellow in it that can color correct. It's a little too dark for everywhere, all over, but I didn't feel like returning it. And I was like, I got it when it was on sale. And I didn't feel like returning it. But as I used it, I was like, this would be really good for a nice type of color correction situation. And because it is such a full coverage concealer, I think it'd be really good for just kind of going over these little dark spots here and things like that. And I may even put a teeny tiny bit under my eye, because it does have the peach in it. And I'm just going to tap that in with a concealer brush, and then we'll go in and add the foundation. For foundation, like I said, I'm using the Dior. This is Dior Forever Skin Glow. This has a little glowing property to it. I'm using the shade 4W. For some reason, this is not focusing. It's 4W. Everything is linked down below as per usual. But this is the Skin Glow foundation, and I just use like a pump and a half. And we're just going to use that. I've really been enjoying this Dior foundation, and like I said, I'm so glad, this is how I do my foundation, just to warm it up a little bit, that Ulta is getting the high-end deets in the store, like the high-end brands is what I'm trying to say. And look at that color match. Outstanding. I'm glad that they're getting these type of brands in the store so that when I shop, I can earn points from it. This is what I like to see. Great color match with this foundation. And this is a Morphe M439 brush. This is my buffing brush from Morphe. I don't know what's going on with my Canon lately, but this not focusing situation, and I have reset the whole thing. It's really getting on my nerves, but we're going to proceed with this makeup look. So I'm going in with the Dior foundation. This is also in the shade 4W. This is not my brightening shade. This is strictly a concealing shade, which is okay. It still gives a little bit of, it's like a half a shade lighter than the concealer, and it's just enough to do what we need to do today. But look at this lovely doe foot applicator. I have been loving it. I'm not gonna lie. I've been asleep on Dior complexion products because I was so turned off by the blush that I never thought to get the foundation and the concealer, but I actually like it. And again, when I can earn points to get money off, I'm gonna buy it. Before I blend out the under eye concealer, I'm gonna add a touch of this Win Beauty concealer. I think this line did not get enough hype for me. This is the Win Beauty concealer. I'm just gonna do that right here for a little brightness. Win Beauty by Serena Williams. I really enjoyed everything that I've purchased from there, and this is only available on Win Beauty and at Ulta, but I really enjoyed it. I just don't think it got enough hype that I've seen. I've seen a few posts here and there on social media, but I really enjoyed it. You know, a lot of times when celebs do makeup lines, they're good, but they're not great, and I have not had any issue at all with her collection. And she made this to be able to wear like if you're active and if you're outside, for it to be long lasting. But I low-key like it. So let's blend this in, and then we're gonna do the setting under my eye with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I use a lighter shade for under eye concealer for the highlighted portions of my face. I use the shade 230. We're gonna use that to set. I should have been prepared with my brushes. Oh, here we go. With the under eye. And this is a pressed powder. A pressed powder is really good to set an under eye if you have mature skin, FYI, because it's just a little bit more concentrated and it gives you more of a natural finish, whereas a loose powder might give you more of a mattified finish. So I just use a very light hand with this powder because it's technically a foundation powder, but I use it for setting. If you want, you could take a little bit off on your hand, and I'm pressing underneath where I put the concealer, not under my eye where I have my fine lines. And then I'll just set my chin where I put that highlighted concealer, around here with whatever's left on the brush, and up here around my forehead. And then we're going to set all over the face with the MAC mineralized powder, which you can also get from Ulta. And I'm going to set my contour with the Bobbi Brown bronzer, which you can also get from Ulta. So for eyeshadow, we're going to start building some color. I am using the ColourPop Gone Matte palette. You can get this from Ulta, and I want to say within the next week, ColourPop is going to be buy one, get one 50% off at Ulta. So I'm using the first shade in here. It's called Cozy Cute, or Cute Cozy. It's like a little peachy shade, and this palette has all mattes, no shimmer. So if you're someone who doesn't like a lot of shimmer on your eyelids, this would be a perfect palette for you to try, especially if it's going to be on sale. Buy one get one 50% off. I think that's when I got mine before, because I got it for 50% off, because ColourPop was buy one get one 50% off. But this is a palette, to me, I feel like you don't have to do as much, because you can just pick one matte shade, maybe two, and just have a nice color on your lid. And they're very blendable, very easy to use. So yeah, consider this one as well. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's called Fleecy. It's like a nice little reddish brown, and I'm going to start in the same place with the Morphe. This is one of my favorite Morphe brushes, Morphe M453, and we're just going to take it just a smidge little lower and just give us a little bit of brown right here in the corner of your eye. If you notice how loosely I'm holding a blending brush, because you don't want to apply too much pressure when you're doing your blending. You want to be able to keep it nice and soft and diffuse. But look how well these shadows perform. Like, I literally just dipped my brush in here once, and it's very, very pigmented, which I'm pleased with. I'm just going to go ahead and work that in. Then I'm going to take a clean, fluffy blending brush. This is also from Morphe, and this is the Morphe 535, I want to say. I think, something like that. Anyway, and I'm going to blend these two together till you can't tell which one is which. That's the goal with your eyeshadow. You don't want to see any two colors. You just want to make them mesh together. So we're going to blend those two, and we're just going to do the same here. I had to put my glasses on to make sure I had that Morphe blending brush color right, and I did. It's Morphe M535. It's fluffy, and that's what I like to use to blend the two eyeshadow shades together. Hold on. So the shade that I'm about to put on my lid is called Swaggy. Might as well get it all done while we can. So this is the shade Swaggy, and we're just going to pop that on the lid for a little bit of brightness. It's a nice, pretty little cream shade. And we're just going to use that to kind of bring this whole brown eyeshadow look together. It's actually more peachy than cream. It's really pretty. Nice little sophisticated eye look. Not doing too much. And we'll just use, yeah, that gave it just enough. So we'll do that on the other eye. And just put that right on the eyelid. Boom. That's it. You guys, I am almost done with this tutorial, and I just discovered what was wrong with my camera 20 minutes into shooting. So wish me luck that we actually see this video, that this video actually sees the light of day. Wish me luck. Let's move on. I lined my eyes with the NYX Epic Ink waterproof liner in the shade Graham Cracker. I use that on my top waterline. I've really been enjoying these. They're very user-friendly, very affordable. And then I use a little bit of the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in my waterline, and this is in the brown shade called Whiskey. Brown eyeliner is very, very flattering on those of us who have mature skin. It doesn't look as harsh. So brown really adds a nice touch. We're going to move on to some liquid blush by ColourPop. And I think I only used this once. And this is in the shade She's a Cutie, or She's Cute. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on. It's a nice kind of like a gel texture. So I'm just going to do 2 dots of this. Now these are not nearly as pigmented as the e.l.f. blushes. So I'm not worried about them, you know, doing so much. And then I'm going to do some mascara with the Fenty Hella Thick mascara, and we're gonna move on. See how sheer that blush is? So it's not taking away anything at all. It's giving me pigment, but it's not like overwhelming to where I'd have to be putting it on before my foundation to sheer it out. But it's nice. It's nice. It's a nice blush for, like, you know, these types of moments. And I also gave my face a nice generous spray after the powder with the e.l.f. This is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. You guys know I've been loving this, even though it's not super holding, but it's really great for getting in between, or spraying on your face in between makeup applications. So let's do the mascara, and I got some new lip products. We're gonna try those out. I'm lining my lips with the Morphe lip pencil in the shade Makeup Talk. This pencil is having a moment right now. I've had this forever, and it's not a new product, but you know, when things go viral, everything old is new again. But it's a nice pretty shade, very brown girl friendly, and if I can stop talking, I'll line my lips with it. So that's what we're going to use. And I'm going to use the shade Faux. This is from MAC. This is MAC Faux. A tried and true favorite. This is not a new lippy, but I love it so much. It's just a great everyday warm pink nude. we're going to go there. And then I have this new holiday lip kit from Morphe. This is the Hot and Bothered Morphe Drip Glass, but it has like shimmers in it. So let's try these shimmer glosses out and see. I'm just not opening this, so let's try them. These are pretty. This is the shade Hot Cocoa, and it's got a little metallic finish in it. Ooh, that is so pretty. Kind of reminds me of Fenty Hot Cocoa or Hot Chocolate. But let's swatch it and see. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that's the shade Hot Cocoa. And then they have a shade in here called Unbothered. Y'all know this is my type of vibe with the pink and the shimmer. So let's try Unbothered. Oh, that's so pretty. Which should we do first? Let's try a little bit of both. Let's do Hot Cocoa on the bottom lip, in the middle. That actually works because it has some pink. Oh, that's so pretty. No smell. I like it. I like it. I hate how skinny the applicator is. That's my only beef with Morphe glosses. But they're not sticky. Very pretty. Very pretty. And you get both of these in a pack for $17 for the holidays at Ulta. So if you're looking for some glosses, that's really pretty with that lipstick. I could use a little bit more lip liner, but not bad. And lastly, I'm going to give my face a good spritz with my tried and true Urban Decay All Nighter. Thanks to Urban Decay for sending this over to me, because as soon as I run out, they seem to know. And I'm like, oh, I got a new bottle in the mail. So thank you. We're going to let this dry. And that's pretty much the face. A nice fall, kind of muted look. I'm really loving the eyes. I really like that ColourPop palette. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, and now that my camera is working properly, it looks even better. Okay, beauty, so this is the final look. I'm really feeling that eyeshadow. That is so pretty. That palette is just absolutely gorgeous. I like how it just looks nice and fall inspired. Something very wearable. You could wear this to work, out to dinner. And all of these products can be found at Ulta. Like I said in the beginning, this is not a sponsored post, but I have so much stuff from Ulta. And I even have a storefront. Like I said, everything is linked in one link below. And you can just browse through there for all the products that I use today. And I thank you, as usual, for your support every time I post a link. I truly do appreciate that. You guys, if you enjoyed this video and you made it this far, don't forget to give me a good thumbs up. I truly appreciate the growth we are seeing over here on this channel, y'all. We are growing, so welcome to the community. I'm glad to have you here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all back here for my next video very, very soon. This is cute. Bye.